Well, hello there, people of the internet. How you doing? I am the Russian Sniper, and this is some Carrier Assault Naval Strike DLC. That's right, baby. Naval Strike DLC has finally been released. It is time for us to get to enjoy it. We've been waiting for this quite a while, with a few delays here and there, but it is finally here, and I can only hope that huge problem, the huge bug that they had that they didn't release it when it was supposed to be released, has been mended, and now everything's working fine, and we get to have a greater gaming experience out of it. Now, for those of you that have not played 2142 in the past and you don't know what carrier mode is, well, actually it was called Titan mode back in the day, but because I think this is just the I suspect that because there's a Titanfall out and they already have a game called Titan mode, they didn't want to mix things up. You know, if people post Titan mode in the title description on the video, maybe they'll think, well, this is Battlefield 4, maybe this is Titanfall. It just makes it a little bit more of a issue trying to find the right game. So I think calling it a Carrier Assault makes things a lot easier. Now, for those of you that are a bit new to the series and you've not played 2142, let me go ahead and explain a little bit about the Assault Carrier mode, how it works. You have a carrier on each side of your team, everybody has the one, and you have a shitload of flags. Now, you need to capture the flags. Once you've captured the flag, there is a silo, which is the one in front of me right there, and that will start firing missiles at the enemy carrier. On your left side of your screen, on the minimap, you see the carrier. We have 88% and the US has 61%. I am using Adobe CS 6, so I'm using a new program, so if I mess things up a little bit, bear with me, I'm just learning. It's like my second time using this. So once you fire enough missiles towards the enemy ship, it will be broken into. You will see a visual message on the screen telling you the enemy carrier is open, therefore means you can attack it. You'll have a little spawn that will spawn next to the enemy carrier. Basically, it's a parachute, and you can parachute onto the enemy carrier, therefore trying to arm the two objectives. Now, back in the day, they used to have cores, but now they've put two MCOMs in there. So once you arm the first MCOM, then you need to go for the second MCOM. Once you've destroyed it, that's it, the match is over. Now, they've done away with you trying to get inside the enemy carrier really quick. I went there myself just to test it out, just to try it, and you can't get in as soon as the match starts. You know, they're probably thinking, well, if you have a couple of people knowing what they're doing and a couple of people not knowing what they're doing, obviously that match can last a very short amount of time. So I think this is what they've done, is you cannot get inside the enemy carrier until you get it to a certain stage that's been blown up about 3/4 of it or something like that. I think it's about 40% when you can get inside it. Although I have seen it happen. Hey man, don't do that. Although I have seen it happen at 38%, 37%, 40%. So it could be a little bit later than that, but I suspect it's around 40% where you can actually get inside the enemy carrier. Like I said, once you get inside, you arm the two MCOMs, you blow them up, and that's that. And the good thing about it is that even if you have teams that have not yet played this mode and have no idea what they're doing and how to play this mode, it gives you that amount of time. You know, you look on your left side of your screen, you think, okay, well, there's something going on there. There is a visual message that my carrier is open, because it tells you that as well, that your carrier is open for the enemy to attack. And it also tells you that the enemy carrier is open, so you need to attack as well. So that's kind of a cool thing, because it gives you more of a learning curve, so you can learn a little bit more about the game. And check this dude out. Yeah, man. I don't know what he was just pointing at. He's probably showing me stuff or bad-mouthing somebody. He's like pointing at him, go, "You motherfucker, I kill you, big boy." Something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It is a straightforward affair when it comes to the Carrier Assault. You can see we can already get in there. The MCOM's ready for us to start arming it. The one thing that well, actually two things I'm really disappointed in is the all cannon, which you saw me just being around earlier on. It only fires really short distances. I was really hoping that you can launch that really far into the air and you can get a couple 100 feet out of it. But I think mostly what you get out of it is going to be about 100 feet, maybe 100 yards, not even that. So that kind of makes it a little bit useless. You can't really shoot the choppers in the air and the little birds and the attack helis, even though there is none. And I was really hoping that they're going to have more vehicles, because it is amphibious warfare, because it is all about the naval strike. You should have had little birds, you should have had choppers, you should have had more shit on the map. It's just that simple. This way you only have 2 boats, you have a couple of hovercraft, you have your ski jets, and 1 attack chopper. There's no AA, there's no jets, there's none of that. So the one vehicle that you really need to look out for is going to be the boat. That is going to be your focus, that's going to be your main target, and your primary target that you need to be taking out, because that could do a lot of damage to your team. There isn't really that much cover here. There is 1 attack helicopter, but it can easily be taken down just because there's not much cover for him to hide in. But the boat's going to be your main target. So take some slams, put him down, get your RPGs ready, take him down. You can also get him down, you can get him locked with a javelin. And that's all you got to do. Now inside the carrier, things get a little bit interesting. It's going to be a lot of close quarters action going on. The enemy will spawn pretty much in your face, so you need to have a PDW, a shotgun, or something for close quarter combat. And I think you'll have quite a bit of fun when it gets to taking down the carrier, because it's going to be a lot of interesting things going in there. It's going to play out a lot different. The enemy is going to spawn right next to you. There's going to be some narrow corridors in there that you're going to have a lot of dudes. So you can get a lot of kills really quick, and overall I think it's going to be a pretty fun experience the way they set it up. Now the other thing that I really hate, that I mentioned earlier on that I hate a couple of things I'm disappointed in, is that the carrier doesn't blow up. You know, I've armed both objectives, just blow it up in a big massive explosion. I just want to see that. I just want to see how he all just goes to smithereens and it's just bits everywhere. You know, like is it the Hainan Resort where you get to blow that big ship and there's a huge explosion? I think it is Hainan Resort. On Hainan Resort, it's going to be like that, just a massive explosion, and that would be awesome if they did that. I don't know why they haven't done that, but that would be pretty cool. And the one thing I was really hoping that they're going to put in a launch pad or something like that, like we had in 2142, but obviously they haven't put that in. But the parachuting works as well, so that's that. And this is a little bit of footage inside. I didn't really get to do that much. I was holding them at bay because the enemy can still get out. They can still spawn on their own boats and go out and try and take out your own objectives. But I was trying to keep them down so they can't go anywhere, and we can get to work on arming the 2 objectives inside here. This is a bit of bullshit just here, but hey, that's that. Throw the grenade and bullshit. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the naval strike. Also give it a thumbs up and also leave a comment. It's always great for me to see comments. And I will see you later on in the stream. I stream 2 days a week now. Link in description. Out.